Guys, we're going to look really quickly at how to animate your Google Classroom header. It only really takes a few minutes once you understand the concept behind it. It involves making a GIF. So you can control a little bit more than you normally have in there. There's just not a lot of aesthetic options in Google Classroom. And this is really it. So it doesn't have to be something silly like what you're looking at. You could use it as like a scrolling message board, even if you wanted to, if you had information you wanted up at the top every day. So it's something to think about. We are going to start by just being in a new slide presentation and going to File, Page Setup. You can change it to a custom size, and to match the header scale, you need to do 16 by 4 inches. And once you have that, I'm going to just apply a quick theme. I do recommend whatever you pick that it's light, because Google already does a kind of a dark filter on top, and you can't control that. It's gonna darken whatever you make. So this is what I'm gonna start with. What I did, you can play with adding or subtracting letters. You know, you could, if you wanted your gift to say welcome or something, you could start with a W, and I don't have my cutout head over here, so I'm going to do a Bitmoji instead, because those are easy to bring in, and I'm being a little lazy and fast right now. And so if you take you can just copy and paste your Bitmoji. And it's already transparent. She's super excited to be here. Remember, Google Classroom puts information on this side of the header, so you want to really avoid that. But if you wanted, you could start with something like this, and here's the whole magic. It's really stop motion is what you're doing. Just realized that was on my face the whole time. And so you want to start, and you want to go ahead and duplicate the slide. And then this is just a practice in like patience and how many slides you want to do, like how complicated. I'm going to rotate 10 degrees ish. And if you see now, here's my first slide, here's my second slide, and I think you see where this is going. You just keep duplicating and adding on what you want to show up next. Here's my rotate. I'm going to go another 10-ish degrees. And so now you should see, if you go between them, you should see that just keep going. And so for the sake of time, I'm not going to do as many slides as I might if I was doing this complete thing, but you are getting the idea. I can show you one I just did. What you need to do now is, I'm in my school account, and I want to use an add-on that we don't have permission to use in our school account. I'll work on getting that added. Oh, that, I just made a dumb mistake. That's cute of me. And that's my personal email. I'm going to give them edit rights too. And then I'm going to just pop over to that account. And over here, you'll see, like, this is the slides I made last night. And so I just played, instead of adding letters here, I played with changing the size of the font of my text every time. And I just rocked my head back and forth, because floating heads are hilarious, right? And so what you need to do from here is, I could open up my other one. It's just going to be sad because it's only 4 slides. And you have to make a GIF out of it. And there's a really great Google add-on for that. So I will show you how to do that. You just go to add-ons. The add-on you need to add, which you can just do by get add-ons, you're looking for Creator Studio. And once you do there, I want to create a GIF. And this is where, I'm gonna move this over here. If I want the animated GIF, the interval defaults to 2 seconds per slide, which is way too long if you're wanting like a stop motion effect. If you're wanting to do like a message board type thing, then that's where you would leave that interval pretty long, you know, give it 3 or 4 seconds between, maybe even 5 seconds. Your output width, the maximum is 1600 pixels, and that's what you want so that it's not super pixelated in Classroom. And then from here, you have to tell it to go to make that, and once it does, it will let you download it. The Creator Studio is, you can get a premium version, but I'm just using the free version, and it works really well. So once you hit go and this processes, you get this little download. So I'm gonna go to my classroom now, and I'm going to go into my Finder and find what the GIF I just downloaded. It should be in your downloads. All you have to do at this point is go to upload photo. Find the GIF you just made. And it takes it just a second to kind of process. You'll have to resize it. Oh, I left it really long. Grab it over here. This is a 2-second interval one, which is not very exciting. For the one that I'm showing you as an example, I did 0.2. So I'll show you the difference here in just a second. So go ahead and hit select class theme. It's changing. There we go. There's my slow little one instead. So if you want faster, then this is at a 0.2 interval switch up. Remember, you can play with font size. You can delete and add letters. You can also like have, if you're doing the Bitmoji classroom thing, it's kind of fun to like maybe have your Bitmoji like walk across your classroom or like go and sit down, you know, like so usually if you take like maybe 15 slides or so to do that, that is a good amount so that it's not too jumpy. And it's just a fun thing to do to give you something to look at when you're in classroom.